Hey everyone, today I will talk about how to build your own website fast, cheap, and secure. When I say fast, I mean within one day. I personally myself built it within 4 or 6 hours in one evening. And when I say cheap, I spent actually $30 Canadian budget. That was my whole budget to build a website. If you want to know more and if you're curious, do you need a developer to build a website? Believe me, you don't need any coding experience. You can just start right away with this video and you can build your website within one day and make it up and running. Why website matters? If you want to be present online, whether you are a business entrepreneur, designer, freelancer, or software developer as me, and when you're just starting out, it is expected that you have some presence online, and that's almost like having a business card. For example, if you want to park your portfolio, you want to add there your resume, your personal website is a place to go, and it's your own platform. You will manage it on your own, the way you want it, the style you want it, and nobody will tell you exactly how you should do it. Especially, I think it's important for the business owners or entrepreneurs or freelancers. I have actually experienced building websites throughout many years, but this last experience, when I actually spent 4 to 6 hours and around $30 Canadian, that was the best and the fastest experience so far. So let me tell you about it. Essential tools for building your website. So in order to build a good website, you actually have to have 3 important things. Your CMS systems, which stands for the content management system, and we will go with the WordPress. This is like a number 1 CMS system which is existing. A second thing is a domain name. So whenever you type, for example, devonwine.com, you getting this domain name which should be bought, just name. So I'm not sponsored by this company, but when I was doing my research, I found the best and the cheapest, in my case, was spaceship.com. That company was providing almost like $8 Canadian for domain.com for the whole year. That was the cheapest price and for the consecutive price, because a lot of the hosting services, they provide you very cheap price at the very beginning, but next year the price will be increasing like internet providers, right? Number 3, hosting. This is actually where you actually place the files of your website, images, content, database, and CMS system itself. So domain name will be connected to your hosting and it will be routing to these files. So usually it's a little more expensive than the domain name. And in that case, I also, of course, used spaceship.com because it was cheaper in all things considered. So I spent for WordPress hosting, which hosts only WordPress, you cannot host anything else, $20 after tax Canadian for the whole year. So that overall will be around $30 Canadian for the whole year, and even for the next years as well. Yeah, that's 3 things. And again, considering about the hosting, apart from providing you domain name, they also give you for free Whois protection for the name. Whenever you're registering domain name, you actually have to provide a lot of information, and it will be publicly available when people do Whois lookup for your domain name. If you do Whois lookup for the Devon Wine, you will not see that information. Apart from the Whois protection, they provide you with HTTPS certificates for free. That's a must do for all the website. If you're launching for yourself and you're expecting someone come to your website, if you remember when you type your address like devonwine.com, you will see the HTTPS popping up and there's like a lock icon. That means that your website is secure and it's safe and it's trusted. So this is important to have HTTPS certificates for free, Whois protection for free, and the rest is like under $30 Canadian dollar. So step of setting up your domain, hosting, and your WordPress. So first thing, you have to go to this hosting or any other hosting, but ideally who will be providing you with a hosting on the WordPress. So you buy domain name, you buy hosting for hosting the WordPress and installing WordPress. Once you've done setup, there's a few things you have to do. First and foremost is security. A lot of the websites, they will be attacked with the spammers and hackers. So installing plugin like WordFence, which I'm using myself, this is like a top plugin. You go to the section of the plugin, everything in the WordPress is being set up from the plugin. You have to learn the interface. The face is pretty friendly, you'll get used to. Go to the plugin section, find search for the WordFence or just security, and you will get the most popular plugins. You will take a little time to setting it up, but this will protect you like completely from any security problem in the future. Next step will be choosing theme and layout. So WordPress is all about themes in terms of when you want to change visual part. If you install the latest WordPress as of 2024, I would go with the one, it's actually the one I'm using right now for my own website, devonwine.com, the default one, but I just switched it to the dark theme. The white theme, by the way, it's pretty cool as well, and you have options with the colors. So every theme have its options to configure. You go to the section of the theme and then you just play with the settings, both for the plugins and for the themes. Always check ratings and how many ratings. It's important. This is the way how you know the theme is high quality and widely used and supported, updated regularly. If you want to be your website mobile friendly, accessible, and be available and looking nice from every size of the screen, from small mobile phone to huge big screen like this one, it's important to go either with default or pretty good themes. Another important section is using personalization through the plugins. As I said, you install WordPress, you've done your security theme, then you go with the plugins. With the plugins, you can do a lot of stuff. For example, I've installed email subscription system. You can check it on my website as well. If you go to the section of the newsletter, or you can go to any article or blog post on the website, at the very end of, you have a one line where you can enter just your email address and subscribe to the mailing list. That's a brilliant way to collect the mailing list. You can install anything related to the search engine optimization tools. This is important if you want to tweak your content on your website to be efficient for the search engine optimization. Yeah, that's how you set up with the WordPress. But by default, what you can do with the WordPress is already start writing blog posts, or you can make a static pages and you have a dynamic pages blog posts, which are kind of like assorted. So that's basically a default thing you can do with a WordPress out of the box. And overall, it's important that WordPress is all about focusing and managing on the content of your website and staying away from developing website, maintaining website, and managing website. For the maintaining, for the backing up, I myself used before Updraft Plus. That's just basically, it's another plugin. And if you are curious, WordPress is running on PHP and a little bit of course HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but you don't need to know this. It's so hidden. And that should be all for the everything today about how to make your website in 2024, and actually how I did it myself. And it's secure, fast, cheap, mobile friendly, accessible. It's so much more within one. If you feel you're stuck somewhere, just leave me a comment, ask me in comment, and I would be happy to find you material. We have a Facebook group and Discord channel where I can go in detail. It's a little more closer talking. If you feel like this was really useful, please consider leaving a like. Let me know in the comments what you're building a website for, and of course subscribe to the Devon Wine channel. Thank you. See you later. Bye.